Hi guys, I'm Ronnie, and today we'll move through the moon salutations. The moon chandra is the energy of our consciousness. We'll break down the poses and see how they feel in the body. Let's get started. The moon changes. The moon has its own cycle, and the moon affects all of us. It affects everything around us and each and every one of us. It's not only the spiritual kind of idea of the effects that it has on us, but think about it. High tide and low tide, earthquakes, thunderstorms, they're all connected and affected by the different stages of the moon. And that's a little bit about each and every one of us, right? We all have our different moments in the month. Sometimes we're in our high tide and sometimes we're in our low tide. Sometimes we feel full and well-rounded and that we can shine on everything and everyone around us. And sometimes we feel really thin and really small and we just need a moment with ourselves. So in the practice today, we're going to try through the moon salutation to honor wherever you're at right now in this cycle. Whatever stage you're in, allow yourself to embrace it. And through embracing it, you might keep the same sensation and you might feel a shift. Both of them are completely okay. Let's begin. So we're going to start actually not facing the front of the mat, but we're gonna face the side. And I'm gonna come to the front of my mat as I'm facing the side of the room. Have your feet together to touch, squeeze your inner thighs, and squeeze your glutes all together. I want you to send your arms all the way up, open up. Interlace the fingers, release the index finger. Soften your shoulders all the way down, squeeze your glutes, inhale. And exhale, start to send your fingers all the way towards the left, send the hips all the way towards the right. Chin is moving away from the chest. Keep squeezing inner thighs in, so we're not collapsing here, but we keep on opening up the chest towards the side. Squeeze and reach, squeeze and reach, squeeze and reach, and come all the way to center. Let's take the other side. Send those index fingers up and send the fingers towards the right, hips towards the left. Chin moves away from the chest and the shoulder is not collapsing, but it's opening up towards the side. Squeeze inner thighs, squeeze your glutes, chin away from the chest. For 3, for 2, for 1. Come all the way up. Take an inhale. And on an exhale, I'm gonna send my left foot towards the back of the mat and I'm gonna open up my arms. Palms are facing towards the front, toes out, heel in. Notice that we're not collapsing here, but we keep on drawing everything in. Press through your heels to the mat. Keep your palms open. Inhale. And exhale, straighten both legs. Send the arms in both different directions. Rotate your left toes to look towards the side and rotate the right toes to look towards the front, starting to move into our triangle pose. In my triangle pose, notice I'm not collapsing here, but I'm keeping myself at center by pressing through both heels. Think about your navel moves in and up. Gaze towards the right fingers. Flip the right palm to look towards the left side and then start to drop down. Press the back of your palm into the inner part of your leg. Notice we're not holding here, so we're not collapsing into natural flexibility of the body, but rather we elongate the muscles and we feel the core working here. So it's better to stay fairly lifted than to try and drop down and lose the alignment. You want to stack your shoulders one on top of the other. And if this is too much and you can't really press the back of the palm and you feel that you have to have a little bit more support here, you can take a block and press the palm against the block or a very low chair. You want to keep feeling that the fingers are reaching all the way up high. Only if you're fairly comfortable here and your muscles are fairly long, there's a chance you can drop all the way down, take your two peace fingers, wrap it around your big toe, and keep sending the left fingers all the way up. But once again, don't drop down. If you feel that you're dropping, then it's better to stay a little bit further up. Try to think like someone is grabbing your left fingers and they're trying to reach you all the way up. As you're pulling your navel in, notice the shoulder is not collapsing, but it keeps on opening up. And if possible, shift your gaze, your drishti, up towards the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale, lift yourself all the way up. I'm gonna take my left palm and I'm gonna swing it towards the back of the mat, bringing the back foot a little bit closer, rotating both toes towards the front. Think left hip forward, right hip back. Bring the palms together. Notice once again, we're not collapsing to flexibility of lower back. I'm pressing through both of my heels to keep myself at center. Take an inhale, move the chin away from the chest. And exhale, start to drop all the way down. Bring your palms to the mat into your pyramid. If fingers don't touch the mat, once again, you can use blocks or you can use some pillows to press. You do want your palms to press against something so that you feel that you can keep the legs reaching, finding this elongating sensations through the muscles instead of a drop down. So we want to feel a press and a lift. And only then we're dropping the head heavy. Try to think left hip forward, right hip back, and try to bring your chest closer towards your legs. Maybe palms on pillows or blocks, maybe fingertips on the mat, maybe palms on the mat, whatever is available for you. If you feel that straight legs make you lock your knees, then you can bring a micro bend to your knees. If it's possible for you to keep both of your legs straight, think about your kneecaps reaching all the way up so you can feel the quads holding your legs as well. Dropping the head heavy. Inhale. Exhale 1, shake the head no. Inhale. Exhale 2, press both feet to the mat. Inhale. Exhale 3, suck the belly in. Inhale. Exhale 4, soften through the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, look in front, bring a bend to that right knee and drop the left knee down to the mat to your low lunge. Swing the arms all the way up. If you have any injury in the knee and this feels like a lot, you can put a pillow or a blanket or anything underneath the knee. Make sure you don't feel any pinch in the knee as you do so, and that you can relax into the pose. So we want to feel as much as possible that we're not pushing away with the front foot, but rather we allow the hips to sink all the way forward and send the arms all the way up. Soften those shoulders down, chin moves away from the chest. Maybe gaze up, maybe gaze forward. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Keep pressing through that right foot, but allow the hips to sink. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5, drop the palms down to the mat. And I'm going to rotate my toes a little bit in a diagonal line towards the left front corner of the mat, and I'm going to come all the way to sitting. Now for some of us, the heel needs to stay up, and for some of us, the heel can drop down, whatever is available for you. If you need the heel to go all the way up and it feels like a lot in your calf, then roll a blanket or take a pillow and then allow your heel to drop onto that blanket or pillow. Left toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Take the right arm towards the left front corner of the mat, because right now we're kind of looking towards that side. And then send your left arm all the way up, open up the chest. Notice here that we're not sending the arm back, but rather we're pushing the arm into the inner part of our leg. Our triceps are pressing in. Press the palm to the mat, keep the chest open, gaze up, inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. If possible, think about pressing the balls of the feet towards the now back of the mat. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. And exhale 5. Let's bring both of our palms to the mat. I'm gonna try to push into my right foot to bring myself to center. So I'm gonna bring my left foot a little bit closer, and then I'm gonna press into my right foot. I can use my palms or I can bring my palms together. This time I'm gonna use my palms. So I'm gonna bring myself towards center, bring the feet closer to one another, and then pressing the elbows all the way in. Notice here that we're not collapsing, but rather we're pressing the elbows away from one another, creating one long line of energy between both elbows. If once again you feel that your knees has to stay up, this feels like a lot to the quads if our heels need to stay up. So take a blanket, roll it, and press your heels to the blanket. Soften the shoulders down, find this expansion in the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Now I'm gonna move to the left side. So I'm gonna take the same flow, the same cycle, but from down under all the way up. And then we're gonna take it from the other way around. So a little bit just like the moon, moving from one side to the other, and then from that same side through center to the other side. So I'm gonna send my right foot a little bit further towards what is now going to be the front of my mat, my left foot, sorry, towards the front of the mat. And then I'm gonna send my right leg all the way towards the back. Take your left arm, send it towards the front, toes are pointing towards the front, and send the right arm all the way up. Notice here we're not collapsing, we're opening up. If the heel is up, maybe roll that blanket and place it underneath the heel. Keep the chest open, and if possible, gaze up. Inhale. Soften those shoulders. Exhale. Think about the balls of the foot now reaching towards what is now the back of the mat. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Let's bring both palms on the mat and let's rotate towards the left leg. Drop the right knee down. If you have that blanket, place it underneath your knee. Let go of your toes. Swing the arms all the way up. Allow your hips to drop forward. Open the chest towards the front. Soften those shoulders down your back. Keep the heart open. If your palms up feels like too much To stay balanced here, you can bring the palms all the way down, but keep sending your hips all the way forward and open the chest towards the front. So whatever is available for you. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring the palms down. Tuck the right toes under. Lift the right knee off the mat. Bring the right foot a little bit closer, and let's move towards our pyramid. Remember, right hip moves forward, left hip moves back. You can bring a micro bend to the left knee, dropping the head all the way down heavy. Palms are on the mat, fingertips are on the mat, or we're bringing the palms onto our blocks. Think about moving the navel in and up. Head is heavy. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Soften those shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. And exhale, 5. On the next inhale, I'm gonna bring my back palm to the outside of the left leg, rotate the right toes more towards the side, and send my right fingers all the way up high, finding my triangle on the side, opening up the chest, softening through the shoulders. Chin is moving away from the chest. Remember, don't hold the leg, but press through the back of the palm or use a block. Gaze up towards the ceiling if that's possible. And if you're stretchy, maybe grab your big toe. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Press through the heels. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Take another inhale in, and then press through the feet. Lift yourself all the way up high. Rotate the toes. Sit low. Palms are opening up. Notice we're not dropping the butt back, but rather we're pressing through the heels, toes out, heels in, opening up. Also, don't collapse with the chest and the heart forward. Think about bringing everything in. Soften those shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Press through those feet. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, I'm gonna press into my right foot, and I'm gonna bring the left foot to meet the right at what was the back of the my mat. Bring the palms together, squeeze inner thighs, soften through the shoulders. Think about moving inwards into that one line of energy that moves through the center of my body. There are ways in the body that we move into automatically. So when I say interlace the fingers, you will always interlace the fingers in the same way. Try to interlace the fingers the other way around, other thumb on top. It's gonna feel a little awkward, and that's gonna teach ourselves to stay present and to notice and to not just follow through with the moment, but rather to be present in that moment. So send the arms all the way up with that other interlacing of the fingers. Think about rotating the armpits a little bit more towards the front, or maybe even more towards one another. Soften those shoulders down, squeeze inner thighs in. We're gonna take this full moon flow from the other side. Inhale. Exhale, fingers towards the left, hips towards the right. Open up the right side of your rib cage. Squeeze inner thighs. 3, chin away from chest. 2, drop down deeper. 1, come all the way to center. Take an inhale. Now fingers to the right, hips to the left. Squeeze in, chin away from chest. Chest is opening up for 3. Squeeze for 2. Reach for 1. And come all the way to center. Take an inhale. And we're gonna open up. Palms are looking towards the front, toes out, heel in. Press through your heels, open up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take one more breath. Inhale. And exhale, straighten the legs. Rotate the right toes to the side. Send the arms in both different directions. Left leg in the front this time. Send upper body forward. Flip the left palm to look towards the side. Hinge the hips, drop down. Trikonasana. Grab your big toe. Press the back of your palm or use a block. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lift yourself up. Swing towards the left leg. You can bring the back foot closer if needed. Take an inhale, press both heels so we're not collapsing. Inhale. And exhale, start to drop down. Palms on the mat, fingertips on the mat, or press against your blocks. Try to think about the chest moving towards the legs. Right hip moves forward, left hip moves back. Inhale, look in front, bend at the left knee, send the right knee back behind you into your low lunge. Swing the arms all the way up. Allow your hips to drop, to sink forward. Inhale. And exhale, bring the palms down. Rotate the toes in a diagonal line. Bring the tricep area pressing against the left leg. Send the right fingers all the way up. Remember, toes are looking up. Balls of the foot is pressing. Inhale. Exhale, bring yourself down and find your Mala Asana. Open up, palms are pressing against one another. Elbows in the same line. Inhale in. Let it go through the mouth. Drop the palms down, send the foot further towards what is now going to be the front of the mat. Straighten through the left leg. Send the right palm towards the front. Send the left arm up and back. Press the arm into the leg into the arm. Inhale. And exhale, bring both palms down. Rotate towards the right leg. Drop the left knee down, let go of the left toes. Swing the arms all the way up, allow your hips to sink. Inhale. Exhale, bring your palms down. Tuck the toes under, lift your knee off the mat, bring the foot a little bit closer so you can find your pyramid. Pull the navel in, keep on relaxing down in whatever way that's available for you. Keep thinking right hip forward, left hip back. Inhale, look in front. Bring the back of the right palm to the inside of the right leg. Rotate the left toes more towards the side and open up to your triangle. Press and open, take an inhale. And then gently lift yourself all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, rotate towards the front, sit down low, palms are opening up. Inhale. And exhale, press, come to center. Lower it down, heart center, namaskar. We move through different cycles in our lives. We move through different cycles in our life. We constantly feel that shift in our feelings, in our sensations, in our thoughts, in our opinions. We want to stay open to the change. We want to stay willing to witness the change and go along with it instead of fighting against it. So I don't know if you feel different from when you started practice, or maybe everything that you have felt before you now feel deeper. Whatever it is, validate what you're feeling inside, what you're moving through. It belongs to you, and you're worthy of witnessing and feeling and embracing whatever it is you're going through. See you next time. Namaste.